Okay, so I just went to one of my first chiropractic appointments, like full on to get the diagnosis to figure out my alignment and everything like that. And I had x-rays taken, and they did, it's like a roller almost, to measure up the spine to see how it's aligned and stuff like that. So it was really cool. I got to see that on the screen, and the ones that showed up in red that I noticed just for myself was C1, C7, and T10. Those were like highlighted in red. Clearly they got like some stress or something, whatever. Anyway, so I was just thinking to myself, as you know, he goes to take a look at the x-rays that were just taken, and he's doing whatever, and I was like, that, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of chess game. It really does, because you've got your chess moves, and they have letters and numbers. Okay, so obviously if you've been following me for a long time, you know I'm fascinated with the whole language, letters, numbers, symbols, alchemy, all that stuff. So when it comes to games, chess obviously is one of the more difficult ones, because you're pre-thinking ahead of time. Just like in life, there's some people that are able to map it out. The way my brain works personally, I don't know if anybody could explain that, but a lot of the times when I go into my zone, or I call it zoning out, I will view a specific situation or a current circumstance, and I will think of multiple ways that it can go, different avenues it can go down, how it's going to play out, responses and reactions from people, places, things, what is guaranteed and what is not, like variables and stuff like that. So almost like playing chess in my head. But I was thinking about the whole spine, and I was like, this whole idea, you know, Kundalini, and how ancient civilizations, how they spoke about it, and the whole idea of serpents, and the whole idea of, you know, obviously it's your brainstem goes down, and your spine, and everything's interconnected, correct? And how that plays a big role. Now, it turns out that I'm a bit misaligned. When I was younger and I was born, the doctor pushed down and snapped my collarbone to deliver me. It is still not lined up, and has been like that my entire life. I previously did have issues with my left knee, probably due to the misalignment, and I had patellofemoral syndrome as well, which was instead of straight up and down, it was on an angle, so it was rubbing, that was giving me pain in my knee. I have since fixed that. It seems to be good. I've been doing a lot of yoga exercises and stretching, and I believe after the age of 30 that's important. Not everything goes downhill after 30. It just means you need to start taking more accountability for what you do to your body, which is good news. And my hips themselves, since they are very broad, this happens with a lot of women too, they get patella issues or anything like that. And so they did the x-rays, and he said that there are some things that are not lined up, and currently I'm experiencing issues with my jaw behind my ear, and yeah, so I'm getting that all fixed up. But yeah, it was really interesting to me, and I thought, well, isn't that amazing how something like a chess game, which is so intricate and involves, you know, your brain to work at a specific function, and then how your spine is so intricate, and how that pretty much dictates and governs every single thing throughout your entire body. Yes, you need your brain, yes, you need your internal organs, but your spine itself, how it can be lined up. They even had a chart I thought was really interesting there. Very nice place, by the way. They had a chart, and it was all lined up with the different sections of your spine, you know, C1, C2, all this stuff, and it was in rainbow format, and I thought that was really nice. It could have a lot to do with your chakras to begin with as well, because you've got to get your chakras in alignment, right? And then when it comes to your physical 3D body, you need to have that in alignment. It's very, very important. And I'm just realizing now, I'm very grateful for the place I found. I'm very happy I found this place. Hopefully things go smoothly, and they actually do help me fix whatever issues I have to readjust and realign myself, because it's been out of whack for so long. So emotionally, I'm getting myself back in order. Mentally, I'm getting myself back in order and chemically balanced. And now physically, I'm trying to get myself back in order. I was drinking for a little bit there. I was going out and partying, having a good time. Now I chose to switch to non-alcoholic beverages. Believe it or not, they may not do the same thing. Yes, if I get invited to an event or something, I'll have the occasional drink, but I was partying a little hard just as like a celebration for myself because how far I've come, and I let loose a little bit. And I learned a lot of lessons from some of the people I interacted with recently too. Some heavy ones, some ones that I hadn't addressed yet. And it was very crucial for my journey to learn those lessons. Some of the previous videos I've done are a bit heavy. You either agree with them or you don't. They resonate with you or they don't. It's either way. Maybe you could take something from it, whatever it is for yourself. Through my experience, maybe it can help somewhat, give some clarity, but this is very important. I think this is a very important step. I feel very happy that I've made this choice to do so. And hopefully this is going to keep me on my path, on my way, physically as well. So yeah, I just thought that was really interesting how your lumbar and your spine and everything like that, how very important that is, but how the game of chess is sort of similar. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean, but I'm trying to get across this message anyways. I found it very interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. One.